Welcome back, my friend. Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of As It Relates to Podcasting. We're talking through some of the nitty-gritty this December, and we're talking through some of the different aspects that we need to ensure we have in order for our podcast, especially at the end of the year or anytime you want to take a break or anytime you just want to check on your show and see, is this podcast really creating for me in the way that I want it to be creating for me? In today's episode, we are talking all about building different revenue streams through your podcast. There is this connection between having a well-audited podcast, which is what we just talked about last week in last episode, and creating business opportunities. If you understand how your show is performing, and if you understand the content that people want to hear from you the most, you can start to create different business opportunities within your awareness. You can start to create different partnerships. You can start to create different synergies, and you can start to tap into new markets where your message will also resonate deeply. I think it's really important to think about this when you're trying to turn your podcast success into overall business success. There are so many different revenue streams available to you as a podcaster, as a creator, when you have your show. Honestly, some ways I kind of feel like they're endless. We're going to talk about 3 of them specifically today that I just want to highlight for you. This episode will likely be short and sweet. I'm not really sure. We'll see how long I feel like talking for. Just kidding. And we're going to talk about 3 in specific because these are sort of the 3 main ways that I see the potential for revenue within your business. So the first one is your sponsorships and your ads. This is something that people always want to have more of. As creators always want to have some sponsors on their podcast, a brand deal in the works, and all of those incredible things. And while that is absolutely amazing, there is definitely a process to attracting those sponsors and those advertisers. You need to make sure that your message, that whatever it is you're creating and putting out there, aligns with the brands in which you are trying to approach and or that are approaching you. So yes, it's good to make money, but you also want to make sure you're staying in integrity. And I think that is super, super, super important. So another way that I like to look at this is not just sponsorship and not just ads, but more of a partnership, right? Creating that partnership between you and the brand in which you want to work with. That partnership can look like social media collaboration, email marketing collaboration, podcast collaboration, YouTube collaboration, and all kinds of other type of media that you are on. LinkedIn blogs, LinkedIn newsletters, TikTok, everything, like literally everything. You want to make sure that you are creating that synergy between yourself as a brand and the brand that you're trying to approach. Doing this helps you build a relationship with your audience. And this is really key, especially when you are working out different brand deals, different sponsorships, different ads, and all that kind of stuff, because the brand wants it to be mutually beneficial, right? Of course, you want it to be mutually beneficial. You want to make sure that whatever it is that you are promoting or recommending on your podcast, on your social media, on your newsletter, on your LinkedIn blog, on your LinkedIn email, or your TikTok, or whatever platform, you want to make sure that the people who are hearing that message are aligned to that product, to that brand, to that ad, right? Not everyone is going to be a purchaser of something, but you need to be able to understand your audience enough so that you know the types of products that they would be interested in and that they are willing to spend money on and to purchase. Because the brand wants to make sure that it's mutually beneficial. A brand wants to make sure that it's going to be a lucrative partnership for both them and also for you as well. Brands are always more concerned about getting their message out there, but deeper than that, getting their message out there to the right person. So that's why having an audit of your podcast, which we talked about in the last episode, is so important to understanding your listener base, to understanding the episodes that they want to hear more of, the content that they want to create, and all of the above. I think it's really, really, really key in creating a very strong partnership, and it allows you to reach a wider audience in so many different ways. So when you're looking at something like sponsorship and ads, I want you to think bigger. I want you to think about what are the products and services that my audience will benefit from and how will that change their lives, okay? That is where you want to begin. And then the brands that you decide to work with become in total integrity and total alignment with the product and service or whatever it is that you're selling. That's the first one. The second one we're going to talk about today is your affiliate marketing. Okay. I love affiliate marketing. I think affiliate marketing is a really great way to add additional dollars into your pocket, really without doing much additional work. You can have affiliate links for all kinds of different things. So I have them for all of the different tech products that I use. All of the services, so like Descript, for example, Riverside FM, Go High Level. I have all of these different affiliate links, and I send those out in my newsletter. I send them out to my clients. I send them out through my podcast. And most people don't really care because you're going to click on the link. You're typically getting something additional for going through an affiliate link. Maybe you get an extra week trial, or you get extra couple hours of whatever it is, recording time, or whatever that looks like, right? It's a really cool way to also support a creator, because if you really like what they're recommending and what they're doing, you may want to consider using their affiliate link to purchase whatever it is that you are also going to purchase on their recommendation. That's the thing with affiliates, right? You're recommending products and services. The mistake that people make with affiliate marketing is being associated to too many different affiliates. It makes things unclear, it makes things muddy, and it makes your brand feel muddy too. People don't know what you stand for, what you're representing when you have all types of different affiliate links in all types of different markets. Get clear on what your audience wants from you, right? And also get clear of the types of products and services that you are willing to put your name on and stand behind and promote to other people. I think it's really key to remember that, because we think affiliate marketing, okay, great, I'm going to have all kinds of affiliates and I'm going to do all these different things. But that's not what you want to do, because then it just gets confusing for people. And there's too many links and there's too many things that are going on. You can have a lot of links, but they all need to be in alignment and they need to make sense with what it is that you're creating. So there is definitely an art to affiliate marketing that I think is super important. We will cover that on the podcast, in the new year and beyond. And I just think that it's a really cool way to leverage something that you would already recommend and make a couple bucks from it as well. So some of the affiliate partnerships that I have are with Riverside FM, with Descript, with Headliner, and also with Go High Level. Those are my favorites right now to recommend. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to talk about here too is creating your own products and your own services. So this is the third part. Of course, you have your podcast. Your podcast is your platform. It's your platform for creating. It's your platform for expanding upon. It's your platform for teaching, engaging, educating, entertaining. It's your platform. So you can create your own products, your own services, and sell them on your podcast as ad space. You can also take your podcast and use it as your promotion plan, as part of your promotion and as part of your marketing plan. When you have a new product launch or a new service or a new program, making sure that you're adding it to your podcast and creating a little bit of an ad for it is super important too. And I think that, this is really, it's just really cool. Like, I have a client that we've been working with who has a membership, opens up the membership a couple times a year. We always create her podcast as part of her promo plan, right? So it's not the whole plan, but it's a part of the plan. And we make sure that the dates align, that the episodes align to the content that's being, talked about or released or promoted. So we make sure there's a synergy there, right? We make sure that the episodes that are going to be released make sense with the product that she's launching and have a bigger impact in that way. And it's always been really, really good. It's always really worked out in terms of a launch strategy for additional revenue. So take these 3 different ways to create more revenue streams in your business. Figure out what makes the most sense for you as part of your upcoming 2024 plan, or if you're listening to this in the new year, as part of the plan that you're continuously working on. And see what feels best for you. See what resonates most with you, right? I think it's so incredible, all that we can create with our podcast, and being able to have additional revenue streams coming in from your show is just really key. So thanks for joining me on today's episode. If this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button, share it with a creator that you know needs to hear our message today, and leave us 5 stars wherever you're listening to the podcast. Connect with me on social media. You know the drill. I would love to hear from you. I always do. So thank you. And I will see you on the next episode.